I think GNX is a classic. I don't know what else I would need. Like, it's not gonna change for me 5 years from now. I'm gonna think it's less of a good album. It's been a year.
Longevity is the only thing I need.
It's been a year, bro.
Now longevity is what I need. I'm sorry.
Call something a classic?
That's just
too soon is like a month. But by the way, and I've done it, where I've listened to something and in context, what it means when it drops and the impact that it makes, the production value, the song structure, the content.
Moment,
event, has tremendous success. It has 9 Grammy nominations.
Spawned a tour.
The tour is historic. This is a classic. Remember when Illmatic came out and Miss Info gave it 5 mics?
Okay.
Classic.
All right. I'm gonna ask you the question. You heard everything Ebro listed off. Ebro, I think the other guy, I forgot his name. They think it's classic. Lo say he think it needs a little bit more time to call it classic. But this is our show, B. What do you think? Do you think GNX is a classic?
I think GNX has a classic moment behind it, and it's propelled because of that moment. But taking the moment out of it, I don't think it's a classic. I still don't think it's a classic. I think it's still one of Kendrick's worst albums. Not bad. But if I'm ranking his albums, to me it's going at the bottom end of that ranking. With all his mainly his mixtapes and albums. But for me, this album, to me, it's not a classic. To me, he already has Dang. He has Pimp a Butterfly, and he has Good Kid, Mad City. To me, GNX just isn't a classic. Especially when we're talking about music. And see, this is the problem that I didn't like with the clip when I first heard it now. Well, second time now hearing it. He brings up all these other accolades, but then he compares it to Illmatic being a classic. Which Illmatic does not have the same like things that it has achieved compared to GNX. GNX had a stadium tour. Illmatic did not. But Illmatic is still a classic nonetheless. He was bringing up all these other accolades like 9 Grammys, which I thought we didn't care about. Stadium tour, which I thought we didn't care about the numbers and sales don't dictate quality. Was it a bookend to the beef? Yes. Great epilogue, great victory lap for the beef. I think that. But I think musically, to me, this isn't better than some of the work that Kendrick has put out previously. Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, I enjoy this more than that album. Yes. But I don't like this more than Dang. I don't like this more than Pimp a Butterfly. I don't like this more than Good Kid, Mad City, or Overly Dedicated, or Section 80. B, I have to ask you now. Turn the tables on you. Do you think this is a classic?
I don't, B. I re-listened to the album. I re-listened to the album today because I ain't listened to it. I haven't listened to it in like a year. I played it a good amount when it dropped last year in November and December. But now, B, for a lot of the sentiments you said is the reason why I don't think it's a classic. Because we wrap around the moment. And I had this conversation with Troy a few months ago on the timeline because he said it was an instant classic. And I think that's an oxymoron. How could something be instant classic? You need time. And some of these albums, like you bring up Illmatic, you compare this to Illmatic. Illmatic just musically, just from the music, it was a classic. Kendrick Lamar just dropping GNX. Let's say he just dropped it randomly with no beef, no nothing. This would just be a good album. Want to know why? Because you can't just talk about the music when it comes to GNX, in my opinion. You have to talk about the battle. You have to talk about the accolades. You have to talk about the tour. Musically, it's still a good album. But y'all was out here calling it a mixtape when it came out. They weren't even comparing it to classic albums in his catalog. They be like, yeah, this is like a mixtape. This has to be this has to be the album before the album. You get what I'm saying?
I like these points, B. Keep cooking.
Re-listening to this album, conceptually, it's no concept. It's not a conceptual album. He has some songs that's a concept, but as a whole about it'll work conceptually. That's why the fans was like, this is a mixtape. Cause it was no big Kendrick album.
No theme to it.
Yeah, no theme to it. Whacked out murals, cool track. You know what I'm saying? But when you go into like the music, squabble up. It ain't really no meat there. It's a little catchy hip hop, West Coast feel. And you got tracks. People don't really care for Gloria like that because it's a stereotypical rapping about your pen. Nothing was so mind blowing about that. They don't like the title track at all. Darja Blue is my joint. I love that song. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Luther. good song as well. But it's like, as an album, just think about the album, not thinking about the moments that happened. This is not a classic album. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad to say that. Everything don't have to be a classic just because it had this great moment behind it. But when it comes to the GNX album, bro, with other Kendrick albums, you could bring out that theme of it, that one track, that one part of the album, that section. With GNX, nobody really talk about that. The bookend to a big beef. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just these little words they use. Like I saw mad people talking about it, and all they was talking about was the lead up to the album. You know?
I wonder what that was.
Yeah. So, and people was predicting like, yo, people was like, yo, it has to be an album, it has to come out. It was a rollout.
Mm-hmm.
The whole beef was a rollout to the album. The album is good. I like the album. Listen to it today. Really good album. Not a classic album. Classic moment. GNX, classic moment. Kendrick, 2024, classic Kendrick. Dope beef. Killed it at the pop out. Dope album he put out. But the album is not a classic album. And my number one point is, y'all niggas was downplaying the album. Because some of that stuff y'all did not like. The concept they put on it, oh, it's for the West Coast. There's only like 3 West Coast tracks on there. Really? You know what I'm saying? They try to make it a concept. He did more for the West Coast. Not really. What you got? Hey Now, Say Now? TV Off? What? That wasn't really like that.
It has the West Coast bounce from Mustard.
Yep, not really. Not that second. It don't really give me West Coast like that, to be honest with you. TV
To
Off.
me,
To you, I say Hey Now, Squabbled Up, in the GNX title track, kinda.
Yeah.
Peekaboo and Peekaboo.
Peekaboo gives me,
Yeah.
From what I've heard from Draco the Ruler, it gives me similar stuff like that.
Yeah, but other than that, bro, I don't think it's a classic album. I think it's a classic moment. I will give this album, I would probably need more time just with the music. Because like when you bring up Illmatic, I wasn't, Illmatic came out the year I was born, so I wasn't there. Y'all heard this kid on the back, what's it called, Back to the Barbecue or whatever, and hearing him on like mixtapes, and then y'all heard the album. It was a lead up, it was expectations. Like I said this before, a lot of these people, when you go back and look at the 5 Mic albums, the album I'ma always go to is the Jungle Brothers album. That joint got 5 mics. That album is ass. They got a song on there saying, I'm gonna do ya, I'm gonna do ya, I'm gonna do ya, yo, yo, yo. It's not good. It's not. So when y'all start using these and bringing up the 5 mics, it's some 5 mic albums that need to be revisited. And I think we should do it. And we gonna make them hoes 3 mics. Jungle Brothers is not a 5 mic album. Kendrick Lamar GNX is not a classic. It's not, in my opinion. It's not. To y'all, could be y'all classic, but it's a classic moment in my opinion. That's all I gotta say about it. You got any more points, B?
B, I agree, man. I'm echoing the sentiments. I completely forgot about that. Oh, this is a mixtape, but this is an appetizer before the actual album. That's V. I forgot all about the V. This is honestly, this one is gonna be a disc too. Obviously, they was thinking this is a prelude. B.
They wait for GNX Deluxe. Remember that? They all want the Deluxe.
Obviously, the car means something else besides just that. Remember, he's on the other side of the car that one day?
And then he had 2 cars. It was 2 GNXs in that garage, B. It was 2. This can't be it. They was like coping. They was like, dang, this is not the Kendrick album I wanted. It just don't feel like. Remember that? That was a lot of the talks on the timeline. That was a lot of the talks.
Oh,
I think I even felt that way. I'm like, it don't feel like a Kendrick album. Like, yeah. Now it's a classic, V, because it's 9 Grammys. Bro, Nas won his first Grammy in 2022, right? Somewhere around there.
Disease, the album that you guys hate.
Now, do not bring up accolades for a classic album. Talk about the music, what it did. GNX, the album, did nothing technically to push hip hop forward or change anything. It didn't. It was just a dope moment after the beef, guys. And it was a really good album, but it wasn't a classic album.
I love the BBC.